Well, welcome along to the Old Classic Car channel. Now it's a gorgeous morning, so I thought I'd come outside and just provide a little bit of an update on a few changes that are going to take place here at OCC HQ. Now, I've been pondering this for a little while, but I've decided to have a bit of a reshuffle. I like these old cars and I like to be surrounded by them, otherwise I wouldn't have bought them. But I've found myself thinking more and more lately that the balance between non-runners and cars that I can actually use isn't quite right. So the plan this year is to try and just alter the balance a little bit and try and have a few more cars around here that I can actually use, and just try and cut back a little bit on the workload and the number of cars that need quite major work, or vehicles, not just cars. So what I'm thinking is to let maybe 2 or 3 of them go. Now, the first one that comes to mind is the Comma, which is sheeted up behind me here. Now, this was something of a mercy mission a few years ago. I heard about this. It was in a barn down in Somerset and it was needing a new home very quickly. And being partial to old racing car transporters, which is what this is, you may have seen it on the main Old Classic Car site. There's a page about it on there. It had to be saved, and there was lots of cars in the barns and they were all getting cut up or sold to spares, and the future wasn't looking all that certain for this particular vehicle. So I thought I have to try and do something about this. So I bought it a few years ago, had it transported up here. I actually had to extend the driveway by about 40 feet just to accommodate it, and it's been here ever since. It's survived, it's here. If it had been chopped up, it would have been gone for good. So I've researched a fair bit of the history, but it is quite a big project. It's not in as bad a condition as Big Dodge was when I found that, but there's obviously plenty to do. So I think I will probably spend a little time this year getting this ready and put it up for sale, and see if we can find someone who will do a good job of restoring this unique old vehicle, because it's the only one there is, and if it had been chopped up, that would have been it would have been gone. So that I will probably be looking to find another home for. Now, the other car that springs to mind, which might be a little bit of a surprise if you haven't read the Old Classic Car forum in the last day or so, I think I'm going to let the Talbot go. Obviously I bought that last year as a project, and I also bought the Morris 8, and I hadn't planned on buying 2 projects within a week or so of each other. And I think I've got it to a good stage where it's now on the button and up and running. It'll start first turn, press the button and away it goes. But it's now ready for the next stage of getting it ready for the road and building in reliability. And to be honest, I'm finding it not easy to find sufficient time to be able to deal with all these different vehicles that need a lot of work. I mean, even if you have a car that's been restored, it still takes time to keep on top of it, as with any old car. And like I said before, I just need to try and alter the balance between cars that need loads of work and ones that I can actually use. So I'm trying to tilt things in favour of cars that I can use pretty much from the get-go. So I'm thinking of letting the Talbot go. Now, why am I saying this on here? Why don't I just advertise it, sell it, and say no more about it? Well, there have been a few videos on the channel now about the Talbot, and I appreciate that there are people who joined and subscribed to the channel just to follow progress on it, because it's a very neat old car. It's a fantastic car, it's lovely, I love it. And I feel like I owe it to the people who've been following the progress on the car over the last few months to at least just give a little bit of an update as to my thinking behind deciding to let it go. I don't, it's not a decision I take lightly, but sometimes if you've got a few old cars, I'm sure a lot of you know this yourselves, if you've got a few old cars that all need work, sometimes it can just be a little bit too much to sort of deal with everything else that goes on in life, with work and family stuff and so on. So I think I'm going to advertise the Talbot and see if we can find a good home for it. Now, I know there'll be 1 or 2 people who'll be disappointed about that, because you've joined up to the forum, the channel specifically to follow progress on it, and I apologise. I do feel a bit bad about this, which is why I felt that I owed the people who subscribed specifically to watch the Talbot's progress just a little bit of an explanation and a bit of an idea of the thinking behind this decision. Like I said, I don't really want to sell it. Well, I don't want to sell it at all. But if I can sell a few things that need a lot of work and replace them with cars that don't need quite so much work, then I think that'll be better for me going forward. It's not so much about numbers. I like to be surrounded by all this stuff, but I think at the moment, and I think moving forward, it's better to try and have a few more that are on the road rather than lots and lots of them that aren't. And I think the balance is a little bit out at the moment, and I want to just try and level things up a little bit more. Like I say, it's not about numbers so much, it's more about the level of work, and just to try and raise the bar, the condition of the fleet, if you like, as a whole. So, like I say, the Comma will go because that's a big project. The Talbot will go because I've really enjoyed working on it and getting it to run again. That was a very satisfying process, and I really enjoyed that, and the feedback from the videos has been positive as well. Now, I'm not abandoning pre-war cars or old cars, of course. There's still plenty in there to be getting on with, and I will be doing that. I've got a replacement in mind already for the Talbot, slightly smaller car, but one that's on the button and ready to go. And just talking about size for a minute, the other slight problem I've got with the Talbot is, even though the garage is quite large, there's a very large green vehicle in there, the Dodge, and when you park something large next to it, it's quite difficult to work on that car because you can't get the doors open, and it's just very tight. And as you probably can't tell in the videos, but driving it in and out of the garage is quite tricky because it narrows slightly where the doors are, and it is very close getting it in and out, and I would hate to catch the front wing of the Dodge truck with the Talbot. I wouldn't want to damage either of them because I like them both, you know. So that's another slight reason that I'm thinking about possibly, well, I'm going to advertise the Talbot and maybe replace it with something a little bit smaller and something that I can use straight away. So those two are definitely going to be advertised this year, and possibly something else. I'm not quite sure. I've not really made any minds up, any decisions so far. But I just didn't want to advertise the Talbot and people suddenly see it online somewhere and think, oh, what's he doing? Last minute I saw he was working on this, and now it's suddenly up for sale. So I don't think that'd be fair on the people who've supported the channel and the website to date, and I just don't think that'd be the right thing to do somehow. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. Like I say, if you're watching this and you've got a few old cars, you'll know what it's like. Sometimes you can have just a little bit too much work lined up, and the problem sometimes is when you've actually got several vehicles that all need quite a lot of work, you take one look at them all. It's like a rescue centre for poorly animals. They're all looking at you thinking, oh, pick me, save me. They all need a load of work, and sometimes it's very difficult to prioritise which ones actually you work upon, and more often than not you just don't end up doing enough on any of them. Spread yourself too thinly, basically. So that's really just a quick update that I wanted to post today. Like I say, I will sort this out over the throughout this year and probably advertise it later in the year. The Talbot will be advertised very soon. Hopefully I can find a good home for it, and I've got a replacement lined up for it, so there should still be plenty of interesting videos coming along. But I just wanted to just explain a little bit why I'm getting rid of this and possibly something else, just to try and level things up a little bit and just raise the condition bar of the cars that are here a little bit higher, just so that I can use more of them and cut down on the workload a little bit. So I hope that was of interest. I hope I didn't ramble too much, but that's the thinking behind it, and I just felt I owed it to the guys and girls out there that have followed the channel and subscribed so far, just to give it a bit of an update and a bit of behind the scenes info on the decision making behind it. So thanks for watching. Please keep watching the channel, subscribe, etc, etc. Check out some of the videos on there. I've got more hopefully interesting videos lined up coming up very soon, so yeah, just stick around and let's see where we go from here. So thanks again for watching, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching all the videos so far, and please stick around for the future videos that I'll be working on soon. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.